Hi everyone, happy Friday. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode, of course, with me, Natalie. And in this episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about time management. So time management is everywhere. Like, you need it in order to manage your day, to manage your appointments at work, just for anything in general. It's good to have good time management. So for me, I am more of an old school type of soul. I love everything that has to do with writing. Like, I have to have a to-do list in my day in order to know what I have to do. So one of my advice is, when you want to get a little bit better with time management, a to-do list, nothing feels better than crossing something out of your list and woof, I got it done. So I love to do that. Even the most simplest task, I do it on my to-do list. Once you cross it out, you feel so accomplished. Like, oh my God, I did so many things today. And that's because you cross it out. It's something mental. It is not the same than, getting something in your phone and crossing it out. Like, if it doesn't work for you in writing, well, then you could do it on your phone as well. But it's always good to have a to-do list, or even just a little rundown of what you should do throughout your day. It's important to have only a certain amount of time depending on what you have to do. With that being said, when it comes to having your makeup appointments or just any appointment in general, it's good for you to have at least a set amount of time for that task itself. Especially when you have a booking site, people always want to know, how long is it going to take for that service to be completed? So, for example, me with makeup, it takes me about an hour and 15. Now, if you want a wing eyeliner, it's going to be like an hour and a half, because me and eyeliners, we're not best friends. But the job will get done. It's just going to take a little longer, and that's fine. People don't like to be sitting down forever to get a service done. You don't want to be late to your next appointment or anything like that. And in between appointments, you always want to take that time and take advantage. You want to organize your room. You want to start making orders for any items missing. You want to confirm all your appointments. And that's a very important thing. Confirming your appointments is one of the most important things as a business owner. You don't want to waste your time. At the end of the day, time is money. There's so much stuff to do here. At least in Miami, the city is so fast-paced. You always have to go from one place to the other, and man, time is the last thing you have here. So you need to choose that time very wisely. So another thing is just everything that has to do with time. When you're a business owner and you're doing either a service for somebody else that has to be by appointments, you need to have a cancellation policy. I cannot stress this enough. So when a client cancels on you, at the end of the day, you're losing out on time, you're losing out on money, and you're losing out on a client that you could have possibly had. I actually had this client one time that I was calling her. It was 9 o'clock. She didn't answer. She texted me like at 9:15. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. The alarm didn't go off. Mind you, I had to wake up like about 8 o'clock in the morning, get ready, get dressed, come to the salon, set up, and you're there wasting your time waiting for that client? No. Time is money. Always make sure to having a non-refundable deposit is one of the most important things. When you ask for a deposit, don't just say, oh, I need a deposit. No, you need a non-refundable deposit. It needs to be very clear to your clients. Those people are not going to get their money back, because at the end of the day, if they cancel on you, you lost out on time and money. So you guys need to think about it. When having that to-do list, you already feel more accomplished. When having everything you have written down, you have an idea of what you have to get done throughout that day. It's okay if you always don't get everything done on the list, because I've had stuff carrying around for months and months, but you still have it written down there. So subconsciously, you have to do it just at one point. I'm a procrastinator. I usually wait for the last minute. It's a horrible habit of mine, but I can't avoid it. But having that to-do list helps me always have those things that I need to do in the back of my mind. So you also, within that to-do list, I also like to put everything that I need to buy. For example, as a business owner, there's always things you need to buy for the business. One thing I do want to start doing in this channel is always leaving you guys with an inspirational quote, or just some type of quote in general. I love to hear inspirational quotes, because sometimes I feel discouraged. Being in this business is pretty hard. So sometimes you just need something to lift you up. So this quote says, I'm just going to be reading from my phone. It says, don't count the days, make the days count. I can't stress that enough. Days pass by on and on and on, and you look back and you're like, wow, I haven't done anything with my life. So make the day count and do as much as you can, learn as much as you can. Growth is just right around the corner. You just need to work for it. Okay, so that's a wrap for today's episode. Happy Friday and have a great weekend.